I am live on Facebook and on Anchor. Today's topic is about field conditions and the manipulation thereof. I will never understand coaches or programs or institutions that change field dimensions or grow the grass out so high that it slows the game down or water the field too much. It happens all the time. And if you do that, you are pathetic. I have zero love for you. I think you are a cheat. I think you have no morals or values when it comes to soccer. I think you have issues. I had the pleasure of playing on an illegal field, 50 yards in width for a varsity girls soccer game. And there was like 5 yards of space. They could have increased it, but it gave them an advantage for long throws. Did not get a heads up. Oh, by the way, our field's illegal and the smallest field I've ever been on. Well, that's not true. I've been on U6 fields and U8 fields, but so you can win? I guess, whatever. But I've never done that where, like, I'm going to shrink the field so I can get an advantage. I want the biggest, flattest field as possible. The weaker team always benefits on poor field conditions or they benefit from so many different things. It's ridiculous. So I show up to this field and it's 50 yards in length. I'm like, or in width. I'm like, what the heck is it? I go to the coach. I'm like, hey, coach, just giving you a heads up that if your field is illegal, I showed him the rules. It's the smallest field you can play on is 53 and a third, which is the football lines, I think. And I'm like, I'll play this game, no problem. But if we come to a playoff match, I'm not playing on this field. You have space to use. He goes, well, we don't have space to use. There's a long jump pit. I'm like, the other side has 5 yards. You can increase it. And you choose not to. So don't give me that. And he goes, well, we're both playing on it. I'm like, it benefits the weaker team. And he goes, are you saying we're the weaker team? I'm like, no. I'm saying we'll find that out real quick, but it benefits the weaker team. So someone's going to be weaker, so someone's benefiting from it. And it's certainly not us because we didn't prepare for a 50-yard width pitch. And he got all huffy puffy. And then I'm mad. I'm like, I'm trying to like not be mad anymore and angry. I just want things to be logical. And you get these dirt bags that feel like they have to manipulate the field dimensions to gain an advantage or whatever it is. You know, I'm like, at Millennium, I'm coaching there and I want it wider. I always want it wider. I want much space as possible. Plus, the chances of injury increase. I mean, you're shrinking the field down, which more collisions going to happen. All those things, and whatever. So we played on it, but I just made it clear. I'm like, if it's a playoff game, we're not playing here. You got to be at least 53 and a third. I mean, at least 53 and a third, and I'm going to complain to AIA. We have to have standards. I mean, we were in the quarterfinals of state last year, and we're playing on dirt. But that's the home team got the advantage of playing on dirt. That shouldn't be allowed. Why is it soccer? Is they accept those things? That would never happen in football. Football is same dimensions everywhere. Nothing changes there. But soccer, they can have all these different dimensions. It's so annoying. They need to have rules. It needs to be wide as it can be safe. We need big fields. I don't understand. And if your field is just not playable, it shouldn't be acceptable. I don't care if it's high school. It needs to be. We need to treat the game with a little more respect, and we need more people in the game that care and throw fits like me. But everyone's scared to throw fits because no one wants to be, I was just called conspiracy guy at work today because I throw a fit when things happen that are just not appropriate. Like at my work, we've had things taken away from us and not given back, and I complain I want it back. But no one else is complaining, just me. And therefore I'm the crazy one. And I just don't understand. I mean, some battles, it just needs to be brought up over and over and again until things get handled. And this is something I'll take on. I think others need to join me. If you're part of the soccer community, you need to fight for what is right. Every little detail matters. Fight for everything. And I don't know why soccer is just bends over repeatedly. I mean, we play our state championships at Campo Verde High School at this turf field with 52 different color lines on it. Horrible venue, as far as you can get away from civilization. And we're playing games over there. Why football is playing in a NFL stadium. Why baseball is playing at a university stadium. Why basketball is playing at a Division I university stadium. And soccer, let's just get it over with. Let's just keep it at Campo Verde because they don't charge us or whatever it may be. Because it's easier, because it might rain and we don't want it rain out. Just hold at Grand Canyon. Their field can take anything. It can take any amount of rain. It's a $12 million stadium. But no, they're not going to do that. They're going to Campo Verde. So it's trash. Why isn't there more fighting? And I'm the only one who gets upset about it. I don't get it. Do people care? I just don't understand. Where am I the only opposition to this? I mean, even if we don't get it, at least stand up and have a voice. Stand up for what's right and call it for what it is. I remember I was at the AIA meetings a year ago. They're like, I don't know why soccer, doesn't get the crowds like football and basketball. And I'm like, and I screamed out in front of like 1,500 people, change a venue. And then the AIA guy got all upset. Who said that? What'd you say? And I said, change a venue. Your venue is horrible. It's in the middle of nowhere. People come, but you can't have it in one location. All the way in the East Valley, you have it at Grand Canyon or ASU or something like that, it'll work. Oh, we had it at ASU before, and they just won't work with it. Well, Grand Canyon will. Phoenix Rising will. You need to talk to them, but they won't talk to them. Not about soccer. Not about soccer. Not yet. But things will change because I won't stop talking about it, and I'll keep throwing a fit. So, but if you're one of those coaches that want to do gamemanship of before the game, you want to. I remember I was in a championship game once with my college team, and they're like, "Oh, and just giving you a heads up. This is like an hour before the game. We're going to water the field like 20 minutes before the game, and again at halftime." I'm like, "What? No, you're not." I had to get a dad to impersonate as a lawyer, saying we're going to sue if you water this thing. They water it 20 minutes before, and the field was like rock hard. And so it just made it slippery. Why did they do that? Because we were we had a crazy offense, and they were going to manipulate the game. And they excused it as, oh, this is just it's a facility, not us. Never in my history have I had that happen. Another playoff game this last year or a year ago, we're in a playoff game, and the host. It was the worst field conditions a field could possibly be in. And they had two locations to choose from. They chose the worst one because they're playing us. And it was just garbage. And they watered all week and made it muddy on a dry week. Just to manipulate the game, because field conditions, bad weather, it always goes for the weaker team. Always. I prepared to play good soccer, play the right way, and recruit the right way. And then you have imposters that can't do that fully, so they try and manipulate the game. And for all the ones that do that, you're pathetic. You're a waste of time in my life, and I hope karma gets you in some capacity. I hope you slip on your wet field and blow your knee out from trying to manipulate the game. I hope that somehow when you shrink the field, that a player goes full speed and runs right through your flipping head, gives you a concussion because the fields were too small and they just ran into you. I don't know. Something bad needs to happen to you. As horrible that might sound, but I hope karma hits you. How's that? Stop manipulating the field. Stop manipulating the field conditions to gain an advantage. That's dirty. That's pathetic. And I hope you get sued if someone gets hurt from doing that garbage. So anyways, those are my thoughts today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.